Everyone to the first match of Team Battle Royale Edition 4, and I'm Hightech. With me today, Neutron. Welcome.
Hello, boys, guys, girls. Is there any girls?
Yeah, there is one. Maybe more. I don't know.
Rambo one.
So the sound is hopefully all right. If it should not be, then let me know somewhere and I will try to fix it, but we are streaming with a 15-minute delay, so it might just update with 15-minute delay.
Yeah.
And we do have a random hero match on Twilight Ruins here.
Yes.
So
You know, I'm so excited that I'm sitting with a smile on my face. It's so fun, so nice.
yeah, me too. Random hero matches are always fun. Like not only like are all TBR matches fun because you don't know who's playing, but also
Yeah, I know, but for me, it's my first TBR. It's my first FFA event, so I haven't attended even FML. So for me, it's super fun and interesting, and I don't know what to expect from this, and I expect to get a lot of fun at least. So the
yeah, me
fun
too.
begins.
And I need to pretend that I don't know the players. Obviously, like last TBR was easier for me because I really didn't know. I was adminning, but I didn't access the master file unless there was an emergency case and someone wasn't showing up. So I really didn't know who was playing. This time, only being an admin in this TBR, I know who's playing. So
And how do you know? Because you saw in the tabs, or
because I created I have the master list with all the Smurfs. So
yeah, I know, but
and
you can't know. For example, if one team choose between a couple of players and just one of them log in and plays. So,
in
no?
theory, you're right, but since I have access to team channels, I
Okay.
am able to know. So
Just
I know, but so you are able to make wild guesses, and I will just leave them uncommented. So I need to be a bit careful here because sometimes it's tricky because especially if you know, you still need to be like.
Look, Orange Human got a very nice hero, one of the best, I think. Especially not maybe not the best. I think Tauren Chieftain is the best, and
Yeah.
Mountain King maybe, but Alchemist and top 5 for sure. So it's very nice. Red one got the Creep Lord. For human, actually, it's not so good hero as I see. Night Elf with Speed Lord, it's ToX style, so ToX would take it anyway. So if he plays it and he got this hero, I think he's super happy. And blue one, also Creep but for Night Elf, I think Creep is much better than for human.
I hate Criplot, and I always get him, always.
Yeah, but I mean, Creep is better than some heroes like Fire Lord. Fire Lord, I think, is number one, the worst hero in the random.
That's right, but I think Criplot is the second worst.
No. Third. Second one is a Beastmaster.
No. Beastmaster's much better. Beastmaster can base race. Beastmaster can.
Yeah, Beast Race is
I think Beastmaster is way better.
He's not as good as Creeport in fights because of AoE stun, but yeah, in the game overall with scouting all over the place, etc. It's much better.
So yeah, we see the orange player next to the red player here, both humans and both night elves spawning cross map. So interesting to see who's going to play. We have 5 teams. One team apparently isn't playing this match, so each match is skipped by one team, and the other teams don't know which team is skipping, which makes it even harder to guess the players. But we have some players that are pretty easily identifiable this TBR, so there are indicators that a player could be someone specific unless someone else is just pretending to be that player. So
yeah, so if you want to pretend Grady, you just need to start typing in chat with many mistakes.
yeah, but the chat we had that in previous TBRs, the chat it's actually not that easy to really pretend to be someone. Like,
Yeah.
like just greedy talk will not. Like you,
Yeah. You also need a line of ancient protectors at base.
for sure, yeah. And that's not as easy to do. Like you, I mean, obviously it is if you really try. But like in the, like you usually have your play style with a race. So,
Oh, cancels.
ooh, the cancel here.
Yeah, actually, the good is he managed to cancel instead of just
Yeah.
losing it to creeps. So I would suggest the blue player is not the tier 1, 2, 3 player. I mean, he did a couple of mistakes. He killed the creep with the Ancient of War start and was a little sloppy. So I would think it's one of the. Maybe he's just not a night elf. And,
Maybe it's just the nerfs. Like it's actually quite like nerf
yeah,
wrecking
maybe,
if you
because,
play and your team is
for
watching.
example, yeah, because for example, Foggy, who plays one-on-one,
Yeah,
he sometimes finish creeps with Ancient of War like
exactly.
one
Yeah.
out of 3 games. each third game he does it.
So the yellow player going for cleave. I think is it cleave level 2? I guess. And
Yeah. It's very good for creeping, so you don't need I forgot how Hall of Terror.
yeah, but I'm surprised that he skilled Rain of Rain second. Like it's not bad, but
How
I
do you
think
know?
Howl for Night Elf is so powerful
How do you know he skilled?
because you just use it.
Mm, okay, actually, this one plays really smart. He brought his Ancient of War to the middle, so he can creep these guys. Oh, this coil guy does so much damage. But actually, to creep it with creep ward, not so scary because he can't coil you.
Yeah, that's true. I personally dislike to creep the mid early because
I
I
like
think
to creep it on LV map because there are much more.
exactly on the LV one, but on the normal one, I think the
Yeah,
red spawns are
this
much
was-
more are much easier to creep and have a better item, and
Yeah, plus you can make
you get
it
an
spawn.
expansion. So
Yeah, let's look at the second heroes.
Mm-hmm.
For yellow, it's Beastmaster.
yeah,
Not very good. For red one, for human, it's Demon Hunter. I don't think it's very efficient, especially as second hero. Demon is very powerful for any race, I think, but he needs a lot of experience to be good. So
Yeah.
for level 5, he is just a piece of trash. And for human, as second hero, it's not the best.
we'll be out.
And
So what's your guess? You got 5 seconds.
what?
I think
Ah,
it's going to
or-
be.
I think it's Naga. Actually, he got a very good
I
first
thi-
hero, so
I think Dreadlord.
he would be team.
Ah, I was about to say Blood Mage. Damn it.
Actually, Blood Mage is not bad, especially as second hero. He's not very good at first because, as I see it, because he's not so powerful with high levels. But at level 3, at least, he can be super helpful with draining mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for Alchemist and for example in late game, if it will come to Hero Wars, base race, etc., with Phoenix and constant mana drain, it will be very nice.
And Griffin plus.
Oh, look at blue one.
Yeah,
Got
TC
stun.
already
So he,
saw it.
he already has double stun
Yeah.
with Crit Ward and TC and good aura. TC as second hero is also much better than as third.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. To be honest, I think Alchemist Blood Mage for human, I think still much
Yeah, it's very good. Very
much
good.
better. Especially since Elf, like obviously TC is an amazing hero, but I think Elf is more reliant on like anti-air, like some kind of AoE. So
Yeah, report is not so good for night elves, especially.
yeah. So I think orange here definitely like having. I think Alchemist Blood Mage is, if you can control it, is really amazing.
Yeah, but it takes much more attention in fights to control all the
Yeah,
skills. It's really hard
that's
if
for
you're
sure.
not a native human. So, for example, for me, as I'm native night elf and used to be orc, it's very hard for me to control blood mage, paladin, etc. army because I'm not used to it. It's a
Yeah.
different kind of micro.
Oh, and
So
red.
we have a close fight.
Yeah, yeah. Red, I saw Red like thinking about it for a second if he should commit, and I think he could have killed one of these heroes. He
Yeah,
was in
actually,
range.
it's always like this. You just think, should I
Yeah,
attack already, or should I not? Should I creep maybe a little?
yeah. And yellow
So
got 2 mid spots and did not creep that red spot. And actually, the blue player might be able to
actually,
get there.
yeah, I think the red player is a tier 1 player. He plays really good. He grabbed very fast. He already has 5-3 and the third hero. Oh, it's Priests of the Moon. So he got one of the best heroes for late game is as a pit
Yeah,
lord, as he has 50% hull and ability to kill any unit, and they got a demon out of it. And Priestess, who is super good as third hero, super good for scouting, super good for night elf.
that damage of the cleave against this just level 2 demon hunter, crazy.
Yeah, and as you see, Crypt Lord use beetles, so
Yeah,
Pit Lord just kills all of them in one
yeah.
hit. Yeah,
But it,
that's very strange that he uses Rain of Fire because his attack damage is much higher than.
yeah, I was surprised too. I think he could have easily killed like all of these units and beetles with just 2 hits.
Maybe he thought like, I want to try everything. Let's
Yeah,
show
for the
how-
style points.
Yeah.
And-
And while they fight, Blue just creeps.
Did Blue
Oh.
get the item also? Yeah.
Yeah, he got the aura. Oh, to
Yeah.
see Death Knight, so he has the highest move speed in the game right now.
But was it like, what's the what did he get? Oh, okay, he got the medal. Yeah, the medal.
Actually, this medallion also is a very good item.
Yeah, I agree. So Blue and Orange having a good time here.
Orange got third hero. And it's Pit Lord.
I think that's an
as third hero. It's not so good because it's very hard to get him to the high level. And yeah.
But I think honestly, like, it doesn't matter that much for human. Like, usually with human, you are able, like, if you go for mass gyros, for instance, you are able to usually kill, like, entire armies very quickly and get levels.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
I think it's still a nice third hero, especially with Howl.
And actually, when you consider Howl as a spell that helps your whole army, it scales not very much with levels. So I mean, on the level 1 it's 30%, on the level 2 it's 40, and the level 3 is 50. So difference between level 1 and level 3 just 20%. So even at level 1 it's very huge, so and useful. So maybe it's okay. He already bought TC Aura, and yeah, that's it for auras. Well, now he has double speed auras.
And did you see Blue Hero?
Not yet. Oh fuck! Double. Actually, it's not very good. It's very hard.
But
Very
it's
hard to level it.
but it's amazing for base race later on. Double wave.
Yeah. So I mean, you always want good hero combinations, and when you got double TC, you understand that you don't need second aura because it's not stacks, and you would better have something efficient, for example, keeper
Yep.
or naga or something else, MK maybe, but not double TC, especially as a third hero.
Red
And,
got a Dreadlots third, which I think is not.
Dreadlord.
I think is like despite having 3 melee heroes, it's still an amazing hero to have. I think it's one of the top 3 heroes.
Yeah, it's top 3, top 5, definitely. So I think TC, Dreadlord, and MK are the heroes.
Yeah, I agree.
Dreadlord is very good against everything. He can sleep and helps you in battles, surround, kill, or interrupt channeling spells efficiently and cost not cost low. Plus, in the late game, this Karen Swarm is just pathetic. It's so huge damage, so you can it helps you against every race, basically.
Yep. And I'm really surprised that Red is trying to take a fight here with that few, with just like 76 supply. I think with Demon Hunter level 2, you need like 100 supply fight at this point, or you can't
because
really
the heroes
take
are
it.
not so great.
I think he needs a very great...
Big fight.
Yeah, big fight. And I think it's not good for him that, or it wasn't good for him that Yellow just went for ground, because usually it would be easier for him to fight like just mass air. So I think that's very smart of Yellow. But now Yellow's getting some Chimera, so might be a difficult fight to take for Red here.
Yeah. Okay, now it's at this stage everybody mines to be expansions. And it will be interesting who fights who. Actually, Orange one, he spent all his lumber to towers at base, arcane towers. What the fuck? Yeah, I know you can scout with it, and it's very nice to understand the whole game situation, but it's only for it, or what? It's not as good for defense, right?
Not
but
really,
maybe
but
you can't get close with heroes because no money.
exactly. I think, to be honest, at this point, Arcane Towers might be stronger. Like, if you have the gold and if you scout well, you will try to defend with the units anyways. And I think Arcane Towers are, especially, like, he's just hoarding right now. Now he gets some units, but...
Look this AoE harass.
Yep.
Okay, I think...
Orange is breaking now, but it seems Blue scouted it, so Blue is also breaking.
Actually, Yellow already killed the Red's expansion, and
yeah.
And as I see how Red plays, I think I saw his worker stays after they build tower, so he doesn't use shift move, doesn't mind his left base, left base. So I think he's not very good with human. And Yellow is playing really decent, so I would...
but Yellow's main base is really not... I think this line of Moonwells is...
Like, yeah, it's like some kind of solo player, right?
I don't know.
And he plays like a solo player. So
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not... yeah, of course you're not sure, as you know. And, I don't know, so I would assume that this player is... some kind of solo player. So
and actually,
really,
yeah,
because he used to play lures into chimeras, and if it's toxic, he's super lucky. He got his his favorite hero, and in the battle between red and yellow, I'm 90% sure yellow would win it easily.
Yeah, at this point I agree. Like, the only downside usually with Droids, you can't finish buildings quickly, especially against human. But he's adding some chimeras now, so it will be quite tricky for red to defend this. But I like the Dragonhawks here. Nice addition. No disable. So I think Dragonhawks will be key here.
Dragonhawks is good. Good, but when you see it, you just need to pump some hippos. So you don't fight like 8 hippos against 4 Dragonhawk, you just make 12.
Yep.
And, so like he fights now,
I think it's good. It's a great fight for red. Like he can't get a better fight right now.
Yeah, it's the best for them. Yellow lose Dryads really fast against mortars, but maybe red, yellow wants to fight and build a proper army, but he doesn't have much gold. So yeah, on his place I would just be at home and pump like 10 more hippos, and after that
and in the meantime, there's another fight.
Yeah, Chimeras and Lasso is not very good. Yeah, another fight. Orange against blue, mass teams against tanks.
Yeah, it's tricky for the elf.
Actually, he doesn't even fight tanks, he just kills the base.
Yeah, I think that's a wise call. Like, he needs to pull out now, but...
And they both have tons of gold now.
Yep.
Compared to other two players.
So interesting hero combinations here. I think yellow kind of lost the momentum against red. I think once red scouted it and got some time, he was able to get mortar. So the dryads fell off in value quite quickly. And we were just feeding experience. So I
Oh
think
my god.
red kind of recovered.
Yeah, not just recovered. He can kill expansions of yellow. Yellow has 50 foot and
Ooh, and
500
the pit
gold.
lord. What's he doing up here?
Oh, he ran away and bought invisibility. So
He will go for Rain of Fire harass. And fun fact, I have no idea. Like
oh,
I know.
anti-harassing beetle.
Oh yeah, I know which players are in this game, but I have no idea who is who really.
Oh, so you just know who plays.
And yeah, blue taking a very bad fight here. You need to
So
kite
many
tanks. Like you can't just fight
I
them.
don't know how can you kite it with chins. So
Yeah,
it's not
you
hit
can.
riders, but
You just can't be in range of all tanks as he is right now. But it's
so
very
you,
tricky.
You try to go from side.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
But it's tricky, like he has very little AoE. I would have liked to see some wave, and I think he hasn't skilled wave yet.
Yeah, double wave would be nice over here.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
But this Blood Mage just drains all the mana. Okay, Knight of Yellow has already 70 foot and he got his expansion got killed, but he tries to harass the base and fight against single knight. Yeah, it's very hard to harass when your opponent has so many towers.
And blue is really not microing this well here, so yes, is struggling hard. I mean, it's tricky versus all these tanks, but
Maybe it's fat.
yeah, he needs wave.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I think he
and
doesn't
the-
even think about it. Oh, Yellow lost his people in the base. How the fuck? He just fought against single knight. He didn't pay attention. What's happening?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Oh, this would
he
be.
has Rambo expansion. Look.
Yeah. I don't think that
Oh.
will survive for long. And
And
Yeah.
Demon and Dreadworks gets their levels slowly. It's already 4-3.
yeah.
When he'll get to 5-5, it will be huge.
Yeah, and I really think blue could have thought of.
Yeah.
But it's tricky. Also, even if you skill wave, like you don't have much mana against Blood Mage.
Yeah.
So Blood Mage is really
Blood Mage is the best hero in this
Yeah.
situation. Okay, he will hold for sure, but it took a lot of gold, so he already has 4k against almost 8k.
yeah. He was very lucky to build his Chimera roosts at the south, so at least he can pump some more Chimeras and will be able to defend here. But it cost him a lot of gold, and he fed the human quite a bit. In the meantime,
Look, this
yeah,
animal harass.
animal harass. Ooh, nice double stomp here.
Yeah.
I think he should, if he
Just
delayed it
imagine.
more.
Just imagine if he will get to level 5 boats and
Yeah, it's super scary.
it will be super scary. So if somebody not know the exact numbers, Stomp on level 5 has 4-second duration with a 6-second cooldown. So if you have 2 talent shift on level 5, you can just stun till you're out of mana. So it's super crazy.
Oh, and the Tree of Eternity may die here.
Yeah, 4 tanks. There's 3 upgrades and it does so much damage.
He just failed the impale.
Oh, Alchemist level 6 already, so chins to sail. Chins for sale.
It's
Yeah,
really
yellow
scary.
stabilized a little. He has and red human just on 2 expansions. So it will be interesting to see the fight. He has a lot of hippos against this air. Maybe he needs a little more because there are a lot of hops. Go air battle!
Yeah, he's pulling back his...
Oh look, Blood Mage died. TC got level 3, 4.
But yeah, I was having the camera on these hippos. They are like... They need to be very careful with all these Dragonhawks.
Yeah.
And Blue is defending, losing his main tree, but he has still expansions and Moonworld, so he should be fine.
And a lot of gold actually. So
Yeah. Oh, and the TP here.
What?
TP in Yellow's main
Oh,
base,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
all the Dragonhawks dying, so wasn't able to shackle in time, and too many hippos here.
Dreadlord got
And the
stuck
Dreadlord
between the
dies.
buildings, and Pitlord almost level 6. He just needs 7 XP points.
Yeah, and that's very
Yeah.
scary here to face Pitlord level 6 and also Beastmaster level 5, like for harassment. Pretty annoying.
And actually, Red, I think he didn't take getting over 80 and not getting more expansion, so he just at 2 bases with high upkeep, so he gets so.
Yeah, he's not getting much gold out of it, so very tricky here, and it's like obviously he has the worst position, but
Griffin Rider is on fire also.
oh yeah, he's flying. He's flying him over the water to sacrifice him to the gods.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the Dragonhawks. Now it's their time to shine. Ah.
No, better. You need to roar better. He used roar and it's not affected on a single hippo.
Oh, and they piece. And now I wonder if yellow and red are piecing too? He was killing the same number of expos, wasn't he? Like he was killing 2 expansions.
Yeah, actually, but
so they are not piecing, as it seems.
sometimes it's better to piece and.
And they are not piecing either. Interesting. So fighting continues.
Oh, nice! It's nice for us.
Yeah, long 4-way is usually the worst. So.
No.
Ooh, and all the shackles. Great shackles, but I think if...
So many Dragonhawks. You need TP, Night Elf. TP. No.
Yeah, he needs to TP.
Immediately. What the fuck? No.
That's how you drop to 50 supply.
Yeah, now hits. Yeah, it's crazy. He lost like 12 or something. And the Demon Hunter got level 5 and Red was level 4.
Yeah, that was an amazing fight for Red. Like,
for
so...
Red, it's beautiful, it's perfect. Yeah, so Yellow did a couple of really bad fights and bad mistakes, and two really bad fights. This one and the one at the start. And it can lose him a game actually. Ok, stop. Yeah, and the long battles against level 6 alchemists is super not efficient. So every minute and a half, what's the cooldown? It's like 90 seconds or?
Of Doom?
No, of alchemist ulti.
100 and it's...
Oh yeah, it's 2
no,
minutes, right?
I forgot. It's not enough. I think it's 90 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, so every 90 seconds, as opponent of Alchemist, you lose a unit and he just gets a lot of money. So it's very hard to fight long battles against him. You just need to eliminate immediately all the army and get back.
Ooh, and the TP gets through. Blue TPing in here, and the cast is very exposed. He didn't.
Oh, okay. He skilled the wave.
Double wave.
Oh, okay. One TC doesn't have aura, so yeah. He did, but it's second TC, so it's just.
But he has wave with both. He used it on with both TCs.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, yellow losing the fight. And everyone seems.
Actually,
sorry.
Yeah, it looks like he's losing. It's just somewhere on the base or something producing.
This is a great fight here for both players, for red and for yellow. And
Yeah,
everyone
you-
seems to be piecing, but no one is stopping to attack. Like, they all pieced like 2 times. Like, it's all full of peace here, but everyone's still fighting.
It seems like it's full of piece of shit.
Exactly. And yellow, what's he doing? He needs to fall back here.
Again! And now he has no TP, so he can't save this.
Oh, and the pit lord.
Pit Lord, Pit Lord! Okay, it's not a solo player. Solo player would never act like this.
Yeah, that main base doesn't look like a solo main base. Like, I'm not sure any one-on-one
Yeah.
player would build that main base.
Actually, I said about solo based Royale because sometimes I build moonwalls like this, and after I lose it to Blizzard or, or something like that, or Lich ulti, I will think, okay, I need to group it in lower amounts of moonwalls and separate them. But sometimes when you lose all the moonwalls, or for example, just imagine CC with wave and he can deal damage
Yeah,
to all the moonwalls. So
it's beautiful but very risky, and you usually only block yourself. And that Beastmaster just got level 6, and the Demon Hunter died to just a few units here.
And just in a second, yellow already has 81 actually, and red one is at 50. So at this moment, red one should for a piece because he's at 50 and he can rebuild his base, and it will be great for him. But he's not asking.
Oh,
Actually,
and
yellow lost 2 heroes. Oh, we had a fight.
yeah, we had a fight in blue's main base before, and blue went for the counter attack,
And
but
TT got level 5.
yeah, but blue here I think almost
He's
like being out of the
really
game
bad
here.
spot. He has only 1 expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is preparing to rebuild, like he has some exposed moon, some hidden moon wells he is rebuilding.
I like this ulti. It's so crazy damage.
Yeah.
If you don't interrupt it, it kills so many buildings. Usually it's not kills completely, but if you cast 2 ultis and everything is dies. So for example, if you cast it at the main base, it's so huge.
Yeah. And I really like it. Like it feels very powerful, more powerful than like Starfall in a main base, for example. Like unless there are 100 units.
Starfall does more damage to units, but this ulti, this master does more damage to buildings.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, again, base.
Oh yeah.
Base disaster.
And yeah, red is pretty dead too. Like this harassment paid out for yellow. Yellow is not in a great position either, so it looks amazing for orange at this moment.
Yellow is not in a great position, but he still has 3.5k compared to orange, who has 5.5k.
Yeah.
But orange has better heroes, I would say, with alchemist and blood mage people. But I don't know, priestess level 5. And Beastmaster 6 maybe also pretty good.
Yeah, he's losing way too many units to these shackles here, but yeah, he's all right. He defends. I think orange needs to be careful to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's a good decision for orange to piece here. Like he knows, or he must know, he's in a great spot. He has gold, he has levels. So I think for orange. Like orange will get teamed because of his heroes, so I think he is most interested, or should be most interested, to make it a 3-way. So I think he should.
But I think he does it because he has only 1 expansion for now, and
yeah.
Mine bank, and he has 63 foot, so he doesn't kill.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if you need more workers for another expansions,
I think for orange it would be most useful to either like drop to 50 and hoard, but it's risky, or to finish red. I think hoarding would be the best call right now.
When you drop to 50, you can by accident drop to 30 and it becomes not really good.
Yeah. And he's losing his expansion here. Yellow is taking a stand.
Actually, blue got his bases back, and since the bases died very often, it will deplete
A player's
much
forces are under attack.
later compared to
Yes.
others. So
Same for
maybe he
yellow.
will.
Look at yellow's expansions here. Like, these expansions are full of gold.
Yeah, he lost it a couple of times also. Oh yeah, so it's like 5k more than others.
Yeah, they started fighting super early. Like, look at all these expansions. Like, there's more than 10k in all of
Yeah,
them.
Town is
yeah,
under
It's
yeah.
crazy. So
A lot of gold on the map.
forces are under attack.
yeah, and blue is trying to take some experience here, but honestly, I think blue should just stand back, drop to 50, and get some gold now. Like, he's not even tier 3 yet. He needs gold desperately.
Oh, he lost his tree of eternity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
long time ago. He just hasn't
I missed
rebuilt.
it.
Town is under siege.
I'm new to Opsin casting
Yeah,
games,
I know.
so with so many fights. So
It's tricky.
yeah. Oh, creeps on the map.
And yellow is sieging the red main base here, and I'm not sure red will be able to hold this unless Demon Hunter will get level 6. But without Demon Hunter level 6, I don't really see him holding this.
Yeah, and he out of gold completely. So it's his last 25 foot. Actually, Demon Hunter level 6 won't help him. When you see a demon use this foot, you can just retreat and come in 40 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. And I thought blue might help him here. Like, that would have been a chance for red. And red is not really attempting to rebuild. Like, he has one peasant here, but that's it.
Yeah, he has no
He has
money.
no gold. Yeah, but he could sell some items. But we have an island ban this TVR, so he couldn't even retreat to an island.
A town is under siege.
Did the blue and the orange piece? Or not?
Yeah, they pieced. And I
Okay,
think
so-
it's not. I don't think it's a good move by yellow to take all of these expos. I think he has too many expos. Like 5 expansions get.
People team it for it.
Yeah. So yeah, on the other hand, I think it's fine, but yeah, it's risky.
You can always use human get better heroes, and no matter how much gold he mine, alchemists
Town is
will
under
make it even eventually.
Yeah.
And
And
priestess gets close to level 6 actually.
Yeah, and Stampede also should be ready soon, and he has a staff, so he could staff.
And if you look at human heroes, he has nothing to break the chain link, so he can't stop Starfall. Priestess even doesn't need the anti-magic potion. So
Yep.
human will be
A town is under siege.
crying.
Yeah, human will have a really hard time against priestess and beastmaster. So I think human needs to go for either base harassment, like for full base race with tanks, or he needs to go for mass griffins and try to kill like focus fire heroes
Yeah, so
quickly.
yeah, that's true. Okay, now we have dead red. It sounds nice, but
And I didn't know that the ultimate is continuing to run when he's staffed. I didn't know that. It's interesting.
yeah, actually, as a solo player, this hero ultimate at all. Maybe a couple of times in my entire career. Look, red just tombed yellow.
Yeah, and I think yellow will get teamed while orange is staying under the radar. Like, he has not.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, sorry.
It's the class of the player that he knows that he needs to stay under the radar, like orange does now. He just mines his couple of bases until it's over, and after that he can point out that yellow has all the map, team him, etc. So yeah, most of the games I play, I kill my opponent, first opponent, or tomb him, or take a lot of expos. So people starting to team me, and defending against couple of armies, you lose gold so fast because you need to rebuild always. Yes, you gain a lot of experience, you get your heroes levels, but you don't need actually 10 heroes, but the players will kill you even more after that. So at first they explain their teaming as you have too many experts, then you have too high hero levels, etc. So when you're playing as a number 2 in the game, it's much more easier to get the
Yeah,
victory.
for sure. And what I dislike a lot by Orange, like Orange played it very smart until this point, but I think he, first of all, he could have a way higher gold count. Like I think he could
Yeah,
have stayed on 50.
yeah, I think so too.
But I don't think that's necessarily like a super bad call. I think he
Just look at blue. He got one of the yellow base.
yeah,
Somehow I don't know how it happened, but he has it.
yeah.
So and he stays in 15 just holding. He has already 8k, so it's more than anyone on
Yeah,
the.
and I think blue will get to 20k if this continues. And honestly, I really dislike the towers in the orange main base against, like, he should know, against Beastmaster and Potom, he will not.
Look at the yellow base. Release the
Oh yeah,
gradient.
yeah, yeah. That's a nice base too. I mean, these bases are horrible against like AoE, and like the orange
Double
base will
PC.
the orange base, like all these towers, will die 100% against Stampede and Starfall, 100%, and all these Moonwells will die against Shockwave, 100%. So and Flame Strike potentially later on. So I think it's like blue build the main base very smartly, I think. And also it's very difficult to fight against blue in this blue main base. Like it's not.
Look what he's doing. He's not. He doesn't want to finish, so there will be no sign of red player eliminated. So two others will try to play against him.
Yeah, but
But
he's.
anyone,
Yeah.
he's revealed. So
Yeah, but that's like doesn't really make sense at this point. Like he's revealed, everyone knows.
okay, minus started by orange, and he has a point blue 50. Blue has 10k already. 10k.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the guessing
No.
begins here in chat between players that like between people that don't know it. So
I don't think he's Guardian. He plays completely different. He holds, he sits at 50 much more. He doesn't fight so much, and he always try to piece when he understands that he won't break a player. And this one fought like a warrior, so I'm 100% sure it's not. And actually, Moonwell like completely different.
I think this main base, this yellow main base is like, very interesting, and this blue main base, like we do see two extremely contrary main bases, like, and I think both are not the best way you can build main bases, but the blue one is like you may get lost in it yourself, but it's so wide and spread out that it's very difficult to, being an enemy in this main base, to really find this stuff, like to find your enemy in it. And like the defending elf can defend in it wherever he wants because Moonwells are everywhere. But also it looks like a very big main base on the map that may get you teamed. And
Yeah.
I think the Moonwell placement in Yellow's main base is just stupid. So there's really no reason, like, just like the only advantage is that it's looking nicely and that you can very easily find your Moonwells if you need to heal quickly. Like, there's no other advantage. So
Why me fight? What is it?
So we do have 10, and I think Orange, like, surprisingly low on gold. He's investing so much into all these towers, like 6 more towers to the right, so he has a bunch of towers.
Towers is completely useless.
Yeah, I'm also not a fan of it, but on the other hand, if everyone runs out of gold and they ignore him, I don't know, but without stun, I think he will have a hard time against Beastmaster and Priestess.
Definitely.
And blue is like just having a
Rainbow.
great time here hoarding. So everyone's hoarding nicely.
Yeah, actually, yellow is in position. He took all the top expansions, so he has
Yep.
like 12k in the gold mines still, and he mines two other, or one on the bottom. So it's like 16k overall, and yellow has only 4k gold mine, or not yellow, I mean blue, and he has same gold. He has the same gold amount as yellow. So when yellow will deplete all his expansions, he will get like 10k more.
Yeah.
And they both already have orange, but he's they will try to go suicide blue.
And orange threatens a suicide at the first like teaming attempt. And blue is you actually.
Oh fuck! It's actually it's how to say. I mean, I don't play as bad, especially in micro moments. And he doesn't know how to play for fun.
Nice early TP here. Very offensive. So he needs to be very
Yeah,
careful against Cleave here. And
that's two ultimates. Priestess and the Beastmaster. Okay, here we go. But Priestess in a super bad position.
yeah, also Beastmaster, like both very bad position. I think
Yeah.
if he positioned it better, he could have killed
Yeah,
at least
so
5 to 6 more units.
Priestess was like half a screen away from the middle of the round.
Yeah.
It's just ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's tough for a human. Like these heroes are so powerful that the human has, but just not for these straight up fights against Night Elf. I think he needs.
I think in the late game, yeah, Night Elf can't lose to human
I think human.
because of the priestess and human has no mass TP, so he can just base race so
Forces
easily.
are under attack.
And,
Yeah, but Alchemist and like he has very strong heroes. So I think if the human plays it right, I think he can, with Mass Griffins, for example. Like Mass Griffins in this case will just wreck the priestess, for example. And also the Pit Lord has just 6 armor, so very easy to kill him. So I think banish Mass, like Griffins would be the way to go here for him instead of tanks. Isn't Side in your team?
yeah, he is, but actually, I still have not checked what player from my team. I know he's in game, but I don't know who is he actually. And I don't want to look who is it because I don't want to get disappointed if he's losing, for example.
So blue is going for the attack on yellow, which is very good for orange. But I'm still like I was hoping that with these heroes and this early game that orange would like play this more smartly. But like I think gyros here can work. I think gyros are a nice alternative if he dodges Starfall. Should be okay.
Yeah. No, AoE against air actually in the game is just only Panda and Tinker and Dreadwort can
Yeah.
fight against gyros efficiently.
Yeah, I think
So-
tanks are the worst call for him. Like gyros are good.
Yeah.
Griffins are
Gyros,
good.
Forces are under attack.
gyros can be used very efficiently, but it's very expensive. So if you want to get gyros,
Yeah.
one costs like 100. So if you want 30 of them to make them efficient, it's already 30% of his gold.
Yeah, but he doesn't look as if he's willing to break 80 anytime soon, and he
No,
has
no,
all
no.
these tanks still.
Before he will deplete the last expansion, he won't do it.
Yeah, he
It's
has
just pointless.
1.1k left in there, and blue is not really committing here. He's getting some more items, and I think, like, we haven't talked about items before. I think yellow stacked his heroes very poorly. Like, the priestess has
Oh,
good
fuck, yeah.
items.
It has no aura still. It's like
Yeah,
50 minutes of the game.
yeah, I think
And it has
yellow.
no single aura.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
yellow's.
it's definitely not a FFA player.
Yeah, I think yellow should buy some items.
I,
The heroes of orange are very powerful, great items. Like, I
I
think he.
think I think any player from FML knows
Mhm.
the importance of the items. So he have not bought any aura yet, and it's so efficient. TC
Ah,
aura, DK aura. I always check every shop, every
yeah.
marketplace to buy it because it's super. Oh look, he will buy now TC aura, and he's
There are
watching
some
us our
players.
stream.
There are some players who are not paying that much attention to items.
Yeah,
I can
but it's
tell you,
super
even of the ones that play FFA for a long time. So I'm not sure that's like an absolute indicator. I think this season, basically everyone who participates has some FFA experience, and like it's just a matter of style here. Um, I'm very curious to see like the next fight between Orange and someone, because
actually.
yep.
Sorry for interrupting. Actually, as I understand now, yellow player is not from my team, definitely.
Mhm.
So, because player from my team would buy the items much earlier, that means I should cheer for human and blue against him because I want my player to win. Actually, my player could be eliminated already, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you want to prevent yourself from.
I'm not looking. Actually, maybe I should. So I have more interest to cheer for anyone, for one of them.
Yeah, now it's like everyone playing
Okay,
this very careful.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
very careful. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, everyone's acting like Gradient these days, so.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Oh fuck.
Just ask the guy in ops if he's from your team.
He is. So bad. Okay, no mind. So I don't cheer for anyone for interesting game.
The town is under siege.
You cheer for the triple disconnect at the same time.
It won't help. They will regame in 3-way.
If all disconnect at the exact same moment, don't know, but probably not even then. Yeah, it was unfortunate for Red. So he got the good heroes, but maybe he's just a bit too rusty these days. Maybe needs some more days to get back in shape. And yellow, obviously, like
A player's
Night Elf,
forces
very
are under
strong,
attack.
and these
The
heroes
town is under
difficult to defend. And we do see an attack on Orange's main base here, and
Oh,
Um,
good fight.
yeah, he's TPing out quickly, getting some experience. He's staffed out. He's staffed out the TC, like the TC number 2, shortly before he arrived level 5. So it's a bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, actually, the yellow or the orange has the least gold amount and still being attacked.
He's Ashan. Like that's a disadvantage if you're like you have a very specific type, or if you are known for manip, for example, and
Yeah,
as soon
and if you're
as
taking
someone starts to manip, you will be like called out for it. um, and there are a lot of players with slightly similar playstyles, or players that just adapt specifically for TBR. So, and as you see in this observer chat here, like once you
Look, I just go to suicide netball.
once you start to think that like a player is a specific player, it's easy to just talk yourself into that opinion. So you would just seek for additional confirmation. And now there are a lot of gyros on the field, so I think the next fight for Orange against Yellow could be in his favor. But still, oh no, too many hippos, I think. Sorry.
Actually, both medals are even on, and no more bases. Oh, only one for blue one.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's disappointing to have this stall mid game because everyone's still mining after like early aggression. But on the other side now everything's mined, and usually everyone continues to fight. Like it's not like
Town is under siege.
there's always this curve of like action, and sometimes if you have like low action mid game, then it suddenly peaks again after that. So
Oh, what the fuck was this TP by?
what is, yeah, I don't know, but he's taking the fight with way too few hippos, so he TP's out.
TP's out
Oh, and that was just in time, like almost lost all of these hippos.
Yeah, but it was super strange. He teleported with stuff. So strange. Oh, look, at second TC almost level 5, so
Town
if
is
he
under siege.
has waves on both of them, it's just 2 waves from each and tanks are dead. How much damage does wave do? Like 200 level 3?
I don't know exactly. Yeah,
it's
I think more. I think more. Isn't it like
No, no.
250 or something?
No, rifles would be dead from waves. I don't think it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
So even if it's 200, it's just 2 waves from each to get all the tanks dead. So it's very much nice. Boom, alchemist.
Yeah, these gyros are really scary now, so that transition was surely worth it.
But there are tons of hippos, so against any virus, you get immediately. I think he just needs to send a couple of waves.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Orange needs to be very careful here, because if Orange and Blue like fight too much, at some point it will be easy for Yellow to just finish the main base. But now enough hippos here, and yeah, hippos.
Yeah, just... Oh, kitty very
Oh,
early.
but
He
without
doesn't
all the
really
hippos,
need it.
needs to be
No,
careful
but-
here to not split the hippos.
Yeah, it's okay. They fly.
Yeah, no, he's okay. And hippos with raw and protection scroll, way superior. And I mean, there's no blizzard or something, so there's acid bomb, but
Actually, even he kills tanks. He has nothing to do with spirit walkers and heroes.
and did you see some howl? I didn't see any howl.
Yeah, me too. But it would not help because hippos would kill Gyros anyway.
Oh, and now like so many hippos. Yellow is flying in.
Got some hero levels. He has now blood mage equals
Yeah.
6, so it's very good for him.
Oh, and
Now
he's
This
going
is
for
another-
the human while the night elf won the air battle. So interesting here. But now, okay,
yeah,
now he's going for
he
the.
doesn't. Oh, okay. He's not finishing. Or, yeah.
I think Yellow is undecided what to do.
When I would read go against yellow now and oh, okay, blue wants against human. Yeah.
Okay, at least Blue uses Grady English. That's confirmed.
He good. I don't think Grady would say something like "Go yes yellow now," he would say "Go yellow"
I don't know.
without VS or now.
Maybe, yeah.
Usually speaks very simple.
Oh, and I'm expecting a great fight here in front of the main base. Nice stampede here.
Look at tanks. They got so many.
And
damage.
Starfall? Starfall?
Starfall fast.
It's not going for it? Is it on cooldown still? No. He hasn't used it.
Use it now, please. This master.
He could have killed all of these tanks with Starfall, I think.
Yeah. Or at least make him back a little.
I mean, at least he can pretend now that he wasn't able to kill anything, but he hasn't lost anything. Like he lost maybe like 5 to 10 supply. So it's blue's turn. All these like the transition by orange to ground is, I think, the right call here. Like so many hippos for both. Easy to fight it with tanks here. If he micros it well, he should be able to win a battle unless he faces like Stampede Starfall.
A town is under siege.
And yellow is starting to hide his hippos. Not sure why. But I mean, obviously he doesn't want to take them into the tanks, but yeah, I think he should try to fight against blue instead of hiding them. Like, it's so much supply just hidden, and you need to use it at some point anyways. So I think he should use it to fight blue.
So in terms of gold, everybody still has pretty much.
Oh, and orange here walking into blue. No.
Yeah, blue has very scary heroes. If he'll manage to kill all the tanks.
Yeah,
easily,
blue is like blue has amazing heroes against orange, and yellow has amazing heroes against orange too. So orange in general, like yeah, orange in general has like the best heroes, I would say, by far, but not against, like, so difficult. And now the Starfall, but again, very offensively here.
Very best Starfall.
Yeah, I think way too offensively again. But level 8 Pit Lord.
A player's forces are under attack.
And yeah, all these towers are quite a waste.
Now orange has 2 heroes which eliminate unit immediately. Pit Lord and Alchemist, very hard to fight against them in the late game when you're always in the lack of money. So you just need to be overwhelming to just kill them. Instead you always will lose units constantly.
Yeah.
Very annoying. Or you need to build only mountain giants.
Oh, nice banish on the Blood Mage. And banish plus heal spray. Good combination here.
Blue attacks yellow now, and we're gonna see, is he gonna destroy all the moonwells? Or there will be air battle.
And yellow has only 4, had only 4 Ancient of Winds. Like, that's extremely greedy with 11k gold. I think you will need way more, especially against human and night elf.
But the good thing for him, he has still a lot of hippos, so he won't be dead, but he definitely needs to build it.
Yeah. I think Orange's best bet is to just lose a lot and try to piece one of the others. I think they will just, like, all these towers will just continue to get him teamed.
Oh look, yellow's mines again.
Oh, and the wave just hit all the moonwells.
Oh yeah, this wave.
Another wave. That's so painful. Like, it's
like
he will
we
be
have talked about.
Yeah, he will be supply blocked if he kills all of these moonwells.
It's his only moonwells.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, where is the roar? Just use roar first. Blue has no roar, and you have it's your advantage. Come on, cast a roar, please. Be a good boy.
Oh, but the protection scroll
doesn't.
here.
Yeah, he has protection scroll, but no roar, and
Yeah, but
yellow has
the heal wave coming too late for yellow. I think if the heal wave would have come a
not
bit
really.
earlier.
Your wave heals just a super small amount of damage.
Ah, but healing wards are extremely powerful in air fights in FFA. I think healing wards are like the strongest. So I think
it helps, but roar is much more efficient.
for sure, yeah. Roar would have been more
for some reason. Just imagine roar plus Hall of Terror, and you have like plus 20 on your hippos, and the opponent has minus 20 or something.
Yeah.
Or even minus 40. So it would be crazy, just crazy.
And look at that battle drums bug on that pit lord. Like, it's really like the biggest animation. Like, he's looking really powerful.
Scary boy.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, and another Doom here. And everyone on like a bit of a bank still. Yellow on 11k, but honestly I think yellow's 11k might be worth the least because he's facing Alchemist and Pit Lord, and with all these Moonwells here, in this I think he will just lose his Moonwells, so I think he will lose a lot more gold here. He just lost his production, so he needs to rebuild, so I think he will lose at least like 2 to 3k just for rebuilding stuff like buildings. And yellow playing, orange playing very passively now. I think that's a good call, but I think on the other side he could try to be a bit more active with his alchemist.
For some reason, yellow adds Dryads.
Yeah.
And actually he needs a Shredder again because he is in the lack of lumber now. And without Shredder, he will be really in a bad spot.
Yeah, you're right, but he could also just get some more wisps.
Yeah, but sometimes in the late game it comes to a situation when you need Shredder because 20 lumber and you don't have wisps and lumber to buy it, so...
Yeah, usually I think at this point, like, it's very unusual that an elf falls down to 300 lumber, but I would...
like 5k.
Yeah, but I would, at this point, like, after an hour, I would never, like, in this situation, I would never go for a Shredder. I don't think it's worth the investment, because you will need, like, wisps to
maybe you have time to mine.
No, I think he should just build 10 wisps, because he will need them anyways, just to... Okay, he does that now, just to keep alive.
Too expensive. It's like 600, it's really...
Yeah, I think that's worth it if you like are about to lose your main base here. And his main base is not big. Like,
yeah, it's super small. It's very good stacked for waves.
Yep. Very unusual main bases here, like this elf base, and also the human base. Like, there are not many humans who would just go for these bunch of towers here.
Actually, yellow has a very strange army. A lot of hippos. Look at the queue in the Ancient of Winds. Plus, he made some dryads, so he can't fight this composition against human because yeah, he needs something to tank more giants or something, so he breaks through the towers.
Tricky, yeah. I think it's always a tricky call against these elf armies, and if elf still has chimeras, obviously, like, dryads are okay with against it, but if, like, the human has, if the elf has too much, he will just wreck you, and you are tempted to build hippos, but I don't think he should.
Actually, I would switch to dryads only in the situation when I play against when I have worse heroes to fight the air, but he has Hall of Terror, so and Starfall maybe. So
player's
battle
force tower
usually
is
would
under
go
siege.
into his favor. So he does not need air superiority just to win the battle. So he just needs to use Hall, and he doesn't use it again. So look, no Hall of Terror.
Yeah, really bad hippo fight. That's what I meant. Like he got hippos, but they
And
turned out to be
he lost
extremely
two
useless.
heroes already.
Ooh, priest is dying.
So yellow is dead.
Wow. Yeah,
And
that was.
without that,
Why did he move out of his main base? Like I think he could have fought with his hippos in above the
actually,
moonwells.
he just needed to use to press two buttons, Roar and Hall of Terror. That's
I,
it.
I
And
I think yellow would have still lost that fight. Like blue had too many
no,
hippos. But I think yellow could have easily taken that fight above the moonwells. But I'm not sure why he left his main base here. So that was very greedy.
yeah, he played really bad this moment. So no. Okay, another angry boy.
Yeah.
No, I did not make a peace with red, so I want peace with you also.
A lot of
You
tanks.
kill me, oh,
Yeah.
I kill you.
A lot of tanks here in the human main base, and he seems to be moving out. So interested to see who he's going to attack. Or if he's just waiting here.
A town is under siege.
And Orange prepared for the base race. Like he's already getting some peasants here into the tree line.
Actually, if I would be on the orange base, I would just go finish yellow,
A player's
Yep.
forces are under
and then you can easily just storm blue with two heroes.
Wow, that
Sell
was
everything.
a quick kill. Like
Yeah.
TC's so strong.
So
I'm
with
not-
Speedward and
yeah.
Alchemist, you can just make two chimps die
Yep.
and then retreat. Make two chimps die, retreat. So
Yep.
yeah.
But honestly, what you just said, I'm not sure Orange can finish yellow that quickly because Stampede and Starfall will just wreck your tanks. So I don't think he could finish him, and he doesn't have enough gold to defend against blue after. So I don't think it would be a wise call trying to finish yellow now. I
Yeah,
think.
maybe, but I think he should scout at least.
Yeah, I think it
If
should
he
be.
would see that heroes in the outer base would die to so many things in the moment.
Oh yeah, difficult fight, and they seem to be. I'm not sure who's on who. Like actually, it seems yellow is on both. So
Yeah, yellow just angry at the world.
I think it would be in Orange's interest, especially since blue wanted to peace with yellow, but yellow didn't want to peace with blue. It's usually wise, or I think it would have been wise just to weaken blue's main base a bit. And I think blue is, like, I think blue with these TCs is like the biggest risk for
player's
Orange.
forces are under attack.
And he's going for the transmute invis, Alchemist moving out.
Yeah, it's great, but he need boots and range, so he can't be
Yep.
caught.
Oh, and blue is going for the reach around here, as it seems. Interesting.
Anyway, he can't kill the base of the orange easily because of all these towers, and alchemist will just constantly sell your units. Plus, with blood mage, you can make chimps, put chimps into the astral, so they're not attacking, and just buy some time to.
Oh, and Wave is like stealing so much damage here.
Look at the chimps. Minus 26.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
And Hippos minus 26.
Minus 5 armor and minus 26
Yeah, crazy.
against plus 7.
It's a bomb. Yeah, crazy. Just imagine a battle,
Yeah.
Night Elf against Night Elf with Alchemist and the Pitlock. It's just crazy.
Yeah, this is really like horrible for the human to face all of these heroes. Like he can't go for gyros against Starfall. He can't go for tanks really against double TC. So seems now yellow
I
is
think human is in spot right now. He
Yeah.
can sell all the
For sure,
he
and
can't be
yeah.
tilted the place because of the towers and heroes. And yeah.
Yeah, and yellow
So-
seems to be raging here against blue, so I think orange is in the best spot right now, but still very challenging to face all of these heroes.
He still thinks it's me.
I don't know why, like, I've never
Actually.
seen you playing like that.
Yeah, and if I would stun and kill heroes much better. I'm good at killing heroes.
A town is under siege.
With double TC. Yeah.
Scary blue army here. Blue down to 3.5k gold, yellow on 6.7 and human on 3.3, forcing of yellow forced into a TP again here.
Actually, it could be level 8 Beastmaster dead, but he didn't channel the stuns
Yeah.
effectively. Yeah. So his fault.
And I think like that's a disadvantage. I think blue will get teamed now. Just double TC is too strong, and I think while on paper the orange heroes seem to be best, I think since he's human, I think an elf with these 3 heroes would get teamed now. But since he's human and both elf players have counter heroes, it's going to be blue who's getting teamed, and there's so much damage here.
Just run away.
Yeah.
He didn't need a TP. He could just run away.
But it's basically like it's like prepaid by the alchemist. Like he sells a chimera for 330 and
So
uses a TP for 350. So it's basically a 20 gold trade.
And blue has only 3k now. While yellow has 7 and orange still can make a lot of gold.
And yeah, I would still like to see Starfall and Stampede right into the human main base, so I'm a bit disappointed that we haven't got to see this yet.
I like the stacked hippogriffs, just flying behind the creep lord.
Blue is holding some grudges here, so it seems they are going to team blue for some time now.
And yellow pretends that he doesn't have gold, so only at 57 foot. But he needs wisps. It's
He's-
lumber.
Yes, he has auto dispel and is accidentally dispelling. Dispelling the inverse, right? Was it the inverse that he dispelled?
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, maybe it was fairy fire. Oh, look, blue attacks
Blazing
yellow,
forces are under attack.
but he came from different angles, so we can't kill all the mongrels. What the fuck?
Ooh, that's a scary attack
Oh.
here.
Yeah, and it's raw. Plus, TC aura also helps because Griffs attack faster. Oh,
Nice
finally.
Starfall here.
Yeah, but he didn't use the anti-magic potion,
Yeah.
so Chim's still attacking him.
It was a fun Starfall. Didn't deal much damage, but in the meantime, yeah, blue will lose quite a bit for it. So it's looking very good for the human here. I think yellow will hold.
Oh, fuck, double wave
yeah.
killed casters. So yeah, I think it's somewhat close to 400 plus because Sork and Priest died and Sork has more than 200 or 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy damage.
And I
Actually,
think yellow will be
check it
even more
before.
angry now, like after the second base kill attempt. Oh, the alchemist needs a staff. I think he's TPing out a bit too quickly, I think. I think he should staff that alchemist and stay in for a bit longer. Like, it was still looking fine. All the tanks full HP still. So he's getting teamed hard now,
actually, it's literally 100.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. 200.
Yeah, and yellow is mad here at blue, so I think the teaming will continue for some time until at least like the chimeras are gone and these moonwells here. So rough situation for blue, and I really wonder, like, obviously I think orange can't really base race either of these players. Like, he has the worst base race heroes by far. He has nice Doom, but that's it. And the other two have like shockwaves and their ultimates.
Yeah, shockwaves.
So I think orange wants to get the player out, but has the fewest base race potential. So difficult to play.
Double TC level 8.
Yeah. He's playing it very well here with these 2 TCs. Like, obviously TC...
I think he needs to be more aggressive. They both team him anyway, so he can just run to the human base, throw a couple of waves and get back. For example, Towers has like 650 HP, so he needs only 4 waves. It's
yeah, I think... Yep.
Wave, so it's super easy to do.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what he should do now, and it seems that's what he does. And this damage here, it's crazy.
Oh,
Pitlord dying, but the tanks with acid bomb are killing all the air units here. So
plus he has a Phoenix, and it does really high damage.
I think he should just pull back all of his units and just use shockwave until all the tanks are gone.
Okay,
he does now. Yeah.
Good call. He want to kill Alchemist, and but Alchemist has a peak.
He's out of mana.
And he's 1600 HP, so it's very hard to do something. Plus his heal.
It's so tricky. It's so tricky to fight this.
Actually, blue is done. So he only can team with yellow against human and help his heroes, but his army is dead. So he builds the last chimps. It will be 3 more chimps. He has now 4, so it will be 7 chimps, but 7 chimps are nothing if you can sell them and turn them into a demon with the Pitlord. So I think human is
it seems yellow is trying to play it more carefully now. I think yellow is piecing, so
I think yellow's big mistake that he doesn't build wisps. I don't know how he will make an army later on, Anthony.
Yeah, this is such a bad spot for the human now. Like, to get teamed by all of these heroes is a nightmare. Shockwaves, mess. Yes, I think the human will...
Yellow, what the fuck? Build some wisps. Wisps! Just imagine someone attacking his main and he needs to pump and he can't because he has no wisps. Okay, he has 2.
He needs more. I think he should just go for mass wisps now, because units are not worth anything against all of these heroes, like against alchemists. Maybe mountain giants are, but that's it.
But he doesn't need the fight. Starfall plus Stampede will do all the dirty work. Don't lose giant. Oh fuck, giant. -5 armor, -20 damage.
The damage. These are some fun heroes. Are they teaming the human now? I guess they might.
Yeah.
So the hard time, like... Oh no, he's using... Did he use Stampede? No, I don't think so. But he just used his mana. unfortunately.
But he didn't use a Starfall.
No, but he needs to move farther into the base.
But if he moves farther, he will be focused by towers and...
Yeah, that's true. So I don't
Oh,
think he
that's
can...
fine.
Ah, he does now? No, he doesn't. Does he? Yes, now he does.
But it's too late. He killed a couple of towers.
Ah, okay, the blue heroes are still in the back. And these blue heroes are so tanky.
Not only tanky, and when they get mana, they're just devastating.
I think he should just let the TC, at least one TC die. Like, Wave
Actually,
is so powerful.
It comes to a point where it's like rock, scissor, paper. So human can't win anyone, I think. If
double
he's
surround?
not if he's not teaming.
Ah.
Actually, it's super bad surround. He will get back the full mana.
Yes, and the other TC will have some mana too.
Plus he has oh, that was bad.
And I think they have...
Just TP with Creep Lord. Come closer and TP so TC can out. TC.
Oh, is
use
he?
the invoke. TP, okay, you can TP now. What the
He
fuck?
may want to take like the fight, but I think he should TP at some point.
No, TP, or he will be dead. TP, fuck.
It's
What
greater
are you doing?
invul, so I think he could have stayed for a bit longer.
But why? He can't kill anything. Why should
Yeah, but he
stay?
can't get stunned. I think he could have killed like with...
No. He could not
maybe
kill
you're right.
anything.
Yeah. And
So-
yellow starts
oh,
to mine here these 1.1k.
Yeah, and he starts to build chimps already. It's already 3 chimps.
Yeah, I think that's not a wise call. Like he has, I think, items at this point with against Alchemist and against Pitlord. Sorry, no, he is not playing against Pitlord, but against Alchemist. Not sure these chimeras are really worth it, but maybe it's okay. Like 3k gold, I guess he's fine. But this expo will just get him teamed. You should scout more.
Why is he attacking me with human with units? He just loses units immediately.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pointless.
Maybe he wants to lose them. I don't know. And the remaining blue army is moving out.
Oh.
Maybe just to the corner.
Yeah, maybe because he can't attack anyway.
Level 7 Blood Mage. At some point we will have Flame Strike, but I wonder if we would see it. I think that's a base race potential I underestimated here for...
Actually, it's last blue's go. He has 250 left.
And who's on who? Blue is
they
attacking
fight.
orange, so they are
Yeah,
teaming.
Just kill tanks. Waves.
Oh, double
Use
TC,
mana,
full
use
mana.
mana. Oh, nice.
Not the perfect
waves.
waves.
It's okay. It's still killed couple.
This is so painful. Like there's no chance you can keep them alive.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
All of these ultimates, so scary. Starfall. Stampede? Ah no, mana.
Okay, no more towers here. Human will beat a little under his last 6 towers.
Yeah, human has a hard time here.
And this situation is great for yellow because he has hit ward which killing units, and with dryads and these heroes
Player's forces
he
are
can
under attack.
kill tower and chieftains. And
I'm not
yeah,
sure to be
he has
honest.
gold.
I think TC, the 2 TCs and Crit Lord will still be superior than like the
Yeah,
priestess.
but against heroes, yes. But when he has 7 or 10 chimps, he producing 4 now, and he already has 4, so it will be 8 chimps. and 8 chimps plus Dryad plus Priestess level 5 over. It deals huge damage even against TCs, so he can just tank with it. Yeah, if Night Elf yellow would something some stun or keeper or something. Actually, he has a bear which stuns roots or stuns. What does he do? Oh, okay, roots in Dota, so he just stuns in this game.
Tanks around?
Yeah.
He should just sacrifice his tanks or send them to the blue main base or whatever. Like they're completely useless here. I think he should just send them out. Yeah, he does that now just to force them back.
I think human is just desperate now. He doesn't
And
know what to do.
he's losing
But
his
I think
castle.
he should manip more. So he does not.
No.
I mean, when you only say that I'm dead, go. It's not really a good manipulation. So he needs to
A town is under siege.
people believe that they need to fight another one, not
A
just
player's
saying that
forces
he's
are
strong.
under
So
attack.
he needs
Ooh,
to
and Blue
explain the
May.
real power.
Blue may scout the chimeras here. If he sees it,
No. Wisps not see it.
I'm not too sure actually.
I'm
I
sure
think
100%.
nah.
Teams flies
I'm
above
not. I'm
the
not.
rocks.
I'm not 100% sure actually. I think they like the two vision, like the vision. I'm not 100% sure to be honest.
Oh. Oh, what does he want? He want to kill all the mongrels or main or what?
I think he brings himself into position here, just
I
for
think
later.
he underestimates the number of hippogriffs of
For
the
sure,
blue
and
player.
he should know that. Didn't he fight it? Like, didn't
Yeah,
he fight this?
he saw a lot of hippos, so he knew.
Like, that's super risky just to move out. I would never do that. Like, to move
Yeah,
out with just chimeras if you are
you
not.
can't run away from hippos.
No, that could become super painful here. That's like 12 chimeras.
Yeah, could be deadly. He can fight, and
And he seems to be.
you need time to kill the old chimps, and if you fight under
And he
uh,
seems to be moving in here to the blue main. And I think that's way too early.
yeah, he should help
Oh,
blue to
he's going
finish.
for it. He's going for the attack. Is he? He was waiting for his heroes. And like it's so lucky for blue that he moved north his hippos. So he wasn't scouted, but he needs to move them back quickly now.
A player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
he's pulling back the hippos. He's not pulling back the chimeras, so that's a really nice call. Ooh, and Orange got revealed. He hasn't rebuilt a town hall, but that may relieve some stress. Oh, the stampede here.
But he has peasants, so he rebuilt it.
Yeah, blue is fine, but like
But
if
it's strange. He rebuilt it after he revealed, so people saw this town.
but he
hall
can
now.
still cancel it now and rebuild it,
Yeah,
so
I know.
he's fine. But this is like a very scary attack, and I think yellow at this point, like yellow will get just teamed hard after this. He needs
Yeah.
to finish him
That-
now, and I doubt he will be able to do that.
This Starfall is very bad. He
Yep, I think that was totally unnecessary. That Starfall.
He has no chance against hippos right now. So I mean, if hippos would fly to kill the chimps, you can just use
Yeah.
anti-magic and starfall, so they can't get close.
A
But
player's
right now he
forces
has
are under
no
attack.
defense against it. He can only rely on killing the. But blue has a building over here, and I doubt that we'll find it.
Yeah, I think that like it will be super interesting to see if yellow can finish the job, but it's super risky against Alchemist. He will lose at least like 4 chimeras just to Alchemist and to Pitlord.
Oh, look at the damage.
He used Doom here. Oh, the Priestess died, and the TC has no cooldown on his ultimate at least, but needs to be very careful here.
I think Blue forgot that he has an army.
Where are the hippos? Like,
Yeah, it happens. sometimes
he pulled them back north. I think that's very smart by Blue.
they're standing over there like for last 10 minutes, so...
No, he used them. He pulled them down, and then he
Well,
moved
look,
them.
this bug, you know, when the hero regenerates super quickly, he just attacked Creeplord and... okay, maybe it's...
Blue moved his hippos. Like, the hippos were moving here, and then he returned to the... They returned to their hideout. So, I think this is... Like... I'm not sure that's the right call by Yellow, to be honest. I mean, it's good for us, but he will lose so many chimeras
What Yellow does, he just needs to finish...
A player's
I don't think he
forces
can.
are under attack.
Like, Alchemist and Pitlord will just kill...
No, I mean, he can't finish...
No.
He should finish Blue.
Honestly, I think he should finish Orange, because he's, like, at least he doesn't know of the blue hippos, as it seems, but he will lose every...
What the fuck was that? Pitlock just got dead. He was standing and doing nothing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Priestess won't get...
Ooh, and Priest is not coming back, but is he using one
maybe
wave?
it's not... Oh, it missed! He missed! Oh, fuck! Blue! What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I think he doesn't use the power of two shockwaves very well.
No, but it's the right call in my eyes by Yellow trying to finish Orange. I think he should have done that in the first place, because Orange has the... Like, Orange heroes are more scary.
I think they're different, because these two Torrents plus Air Army can really make you hard.
He doesn't seem to know about the air units, though, and honestly, I think the human heroes with Doom and with Transmute are more scary for your chimeras, if you don't know of all these hippos. And human...
It's scary, and if you attack human, but human will not leave his base, so you can safely scout all around the map to finish the blue first. So human will not leave the base. If he will leave the base, he can be killed.
At this point, I agree, but I think it's always useful to finish the revealed player. Like, first of all, he's revealed, and it's a human, so human is not able to hide trees in the tree, like to hide trees as well. So I would finish the human, but
he's revealed, so he sees all the buildings.
Exactly. So
no rush. Okay, but we have different opinions, but I think
that's okay. That's okay.
It can work either way. Actually.
Yeah, this is so scary for the cameras. Like, he's moving out with them.
Oh, he can just lose all the chimps.
Yeah, that Phoenix is so good. That's why
Phoenix is so huge.
That's why I was saying, like, these you need to finish the human. Like,
and without these chimps, he can finish.
No.
Those heroes actually. Oh, he found one building. Okay. But he needs to find the tree of... actually, if Blue will manage to get alive and lose his main at the top... Oh, look! These chimps can find the blue main base right now.
Yeah, the Phoenix moving in, though. I think he will just lose them all.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, boy. Oh, boy.
It's not your team. I think you can.
Yeah, I know, but I just cheer for him.
Oh, but that Chimera, if it's moving around, may scalp that army.
Yeah, but I mean, if it comes down to the moment that when blue and orange team yellow down, or just look at it this way. Oh no!
He didn't see it.
They didn't. No, he didn't want to. I mean, just look. If they kill all the yellows chimps, and they did it already, blue has 3 heroes which can't be killed by the heroes of Night Elf, and he can just wave down the Night Elf.
I think blue is definitely at the front right now. If he can,
and plus he has a nice amount of heroes. Human, goes around the map to kill the his buildings,
Yep.
chimps can finish the work.
I think blue just needs to sell items very quickly because he has only this one tree here. He has
Yeah,
these two buildings that are about to die, and he has two wisps, so he needs like gold.
yeah.
He's going for the attack now, so I think it's looking great for the human actually.
And he needs to hide the tree in another spot because human knows where is it.
Exactly, yeah, and that's what he does now. Which
Yeah, but I don't know where he's going.
very tricky situation here.
Yeah,
I think
everybody-
blue clearly has the upper hand with his army, but blue is almost
yeah,
out
but
of
he can
buildings.
lose. Yeah, if he will lose his buildings, he can easily die. But I mean, yeah, he will definitely lose. But if he will hide better his units or buildings, he has a great chance to win the game because nobody can kill his heroes, and with double waves he can finish any player. For example, just imagine if he has two heroes with full mana, it's like 8 wave, maybe 10 with mana regeneration. 10 waves will end all human base, plus he can use his 6 chimps or whatever. How much does he have? I don't see, maybe 6, 7. So he just need to stabilize building wise, hide more. But where is he wisps? Okay, one wisp over here and the second one.
The second one is here.
A town
Oh,
is
okay.
under siege.
So he needs to
A
sell
player's
something,
forces
right?
are under attack.
I think
Actually, he can sell medals and
now they're teaming yellow, so I think it's looking better and better for the human. If he I think human is not very like he doesn't prepare well enough for this.
yeah. I think human
right.
is okay with killing yellow because he thinks that he finds blue's tree and finish him. So that's why
Town
he's
is
so
under
confident.
siege. Player's forces are under
Yeah, and
But,
also I think yellow with owl and with all these summons is like the biggest threat in base race. So
Yeah. And his master ultimate.
yeah, exactly. Blue's just chasing Misha here, or not? Yeah, he does.
Misha?
The bear.
Why did you call him like this?
Um,
Player's forces are under
good question. I think it's like the official Blizzard name, isn't it? Like Misha is the name of that bear in the
Oh, I don't
campaign
know,
or
but,
whatever.
It's Misha is in Russian. It's,
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I
Misha.
don't know details on that, so we need to check after the game. And yeah, blue is going for the buildings. Blue needs to be more and more careful though, without
Actually, yellow has to do something. He has all, so he needs to find the tree.
yeah.
of,
But I like that he's
blue.
staying passive with his heroes. I think he
Oh.
needs to defend here, or
Yeah, he needs
shockwave.
to defend, and he needs to use all
Exactly.
to find the town hall. He finds he is good.
Yeah.
And where is the town hall right now?
It's here.
Yeah, okay. So the moment he sees it, he just run, kill it, and get back. And after blue will be revealed, he can just finish it with the summons.
And
So
I think
yeah,
that
actually-
forces are
yeah,
under
the wisp
attack.
died here to this doom. So
Yeah. So he is the last one.
yeah, so
And-
here it's down to one wisp. So actually,
And I don't know why he does not sell. Okay, he sold
he
one.
did, but I think he needs to use his units, like at least 2 chimeras or something against this yellow. Like yellow is
Yeah.
just over time. Yellow will find these buildings, I guess. Like he did already.
He's not scouting well, but yeah, eventually,
Yeah,
and he can sell this.
this
Yeah,
double
yeah.
wave is crazy.
Yeah. So TC level 6 plus doesn't need to.
Ooh, the Beastmaster.
You can stuff him. No. Oh no. And 0 gold for yellow.
A player's forces are under attack.
What? Like he spent all of his gold here on.
Why the fuck didn't he sell other items instead of stuff? He has no stuff now.
Yeah,
No.
I
He
don't
would
know.
better sell Orb of Venom or Warzone battlegrounds.
Yeah, all these auras, like they give
You-
like 450 gold or something.
Yeah, you don't need battleground.
Yeah, or 300 gold.
Yeah, that was bad by
Oh,
Yellow.
and
He made
Invis,
really a lot of mistakes.
Invis human heroes.
It's
So
a selling campaign.
that's very scary here for Yellow without the Beastmaster. So Yellow is going all in here on this Chimera Roost, and in return, Yellow may lose his entire main base here against Phoenix and the Phoenix, maybe Flame Strike.
Actually, if they will get Yellow down now, and Blue will just go and kill human main, it will be nice for him.
Yeah, I think Blue will be
And
forced to peace with Yellow at some point. Yeah.
and Yellow or Orange just sells units and build town halls.
And that's so tricky. Like, that's a tricky part of hiding units. Like, being supply blocked in this situation, like, he has some items that he can sell still, but he's so supply blocked, he needs wisps more than he needs all these units. But he
so-
just can't use them anymore. Oh, and the tree died. So it's only down to this one tree.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and I think humans saw it.
Yeah, he saw it. He scouted it right now.
And actually, it's the last building.
Yeah, it's the last. There's one wisp here. So, but that wisp is... He needs to sell stuff.
Okay,
Tanks are moving in,
tanks
so
are
that's it for Blue here.
But actually, when he will be dead, I don't know how
A player's forces are under attack.
go on the Night Elf base. And what if Night Elf will... Okay, without Beastmaster, he won't be so efficient at killing buildings.
Ooh, the tree!
Waves,
He
waves,
needs to
waves.
unroot. He needs to
Unroot and
unroot.
waves.
No, he's dead. GG. Or is he? What? That's the caster nightmare in FFA. Like, there's always a
okay.
tree somewhere.
Moonwalk.
Ah, the Moonwell here. Ooh, so it turned out to be a bad move.
A player's
A
Just
bad
sell the
move.
items, for fuck's sake. You don't have Town Hall to TP. Just sell the useless items.
Is he
Ingo's
going to
potion,
use his
yeah.
chimeras at some point? Oh, and the... Needs to be careful here. That wisp is very... Oh, he's staffing that wisp to the Moonwell.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah, very
He
smart.
needs it.
And he needs to sell some items now. Like,
I think he will now. He understands the importance.
yeah, but why isn't he just heading for the shop? I don't get it. Like, do it. Sell items.
Sell the fucking items.
And why is he moving his wisp back to where like it was? I think that's not...
Hide it in the place where people want.
A player's forces
Yeah.
are under attack.
Like, I want to see Starfall now and Stampede.
Town is under siege.
Beastmaster being revived now. And that altar was so close to being...
Oh,
being
actually,
that. Oh, all the
he
invis
revived
stuff.
it. But Priestess can be down now. So he has no stuff and he can...
Oh yeah, and he has slow. The pitlord is slowed. So both heroes might die here.
Yeah, hide.
Oh, he has no gyro.
Yeah,
But he can use his
somewhere-
towers.
Oh yeah. But I think he will forget about
Town
it.
is under siege.
Yeah, or it's on cooldown. No, I don't think he...
But it was so stupid to sell all the stuffs. It's
Yeah,
so-
I agree. I think staffs should...
A player's
Like,
You
staffs
better
and boots... Staffs and boots are the last thing you
you
should
can
sell.
sell all the other items.
Yeah.
PC or a period, Orb of Venom, but no, not stuffs.
Oh...
Yeah, Yellow is not that good. He did like 5 or 6 Giant mistakes in this game. Giant.
Okay, and blue is down to just this one tree, and he is like camping with his army now, but I'm not sure that's the right call, honestly. And Pitbot is
Actually,
dying.
look, he kills this town, so threaten the main base of human, and human doesn't know where is his tree, so it's like gamble to go
Yeah,
out.
it's a huge gamble, and Beastmaster is back, and that yellow guy is
Yeah, but-
surely turning against orange now.
Sell fucking items and get priestess back. Actually, yellow can win easily, but to sell items and
This is-
actually, just imagine if yellow sits on his base
Yeah,
and always send bear and quill this to human base, damage a little. Small amount of damage, small amount of
yeah,
damage.
but the tree can. You mean against the human, because the tree can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
heal.
Yeah, it's against human.
Yeah, yeah.
Town is under
And
siege.
he just needs to find the tree.
To be honest, I think blue will just continue against orange here, and orange has not many, like, has nothing left outside of his main base. Like,
Yeah.
there's this one peasant here, but that's it.
And he can't sell anything because he doesn't see anything to sell.
Yeah, this one gyro is so valuable though, together with this one.
So will yellow sell items or what?
Ooh, the phoenix.
Just imagine after the game will be ended, people from the yellow team will tell him, "Why the fuck didn't you sell items? You could win easily. 10 points. 10 points. You lost us 10 points."
Yeah, that's going to happen in some teams, but like I think it's looking pretty good for orange
Human
still.
going, human going all in on this tree.
Yeah, very tricky here, and I think he should keep like a hippo here. Like he needs to be aware of anything that may come from that way, and he needs to unroot the tree here. Very important to kill this phoenix here.
I don't think human can kill it without tank.
I think he can if he commits. I think he can,
Uh,
but he
under
will lose. Like he will lose one.
Tauren's stuns, but Tauren's has only one of stun. Oh fuck.
Invis, tricky. I mean, selling a chimera would actually grant him enough gold for another town hall, so it's very important.
If he has a worker.
Wow, but now he sees the chimeras,
Stun.
and he stuffed the hero into. Okay, that's no.
Okay.
And now blue
Orange
has
is
to
alright.
commit into orange, I think.
Yeah, and orange has no peons. Oh, okay, he has one on the bottom.
And where's the
Because-
tree? The tree's moving back to the center. And orange doesn't find it? Does he? He's not finding it.
Is under
Actually, orange has plenty of items to sell. Also, just look, Blood Mage has the
Look at the tree.
Pit Lord has the full inventory. Yeah.
The tree's moving to the center, and he missed it, but now the gyro will find him? Yeah, he does.
Oh, look, Blood Mage dies.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, but that's bad news for him.
Yeah.
So it's starting to look better for yellow here. So yellow just needs to finish this one
Actually-
tree.
He has money and he builds altar over here.
Yeah, and he has Potom now.
But oh, yellow has bottom. Okay, yellow, and he has the most buildings
Oh.
now. So just use the all, find the tree, and win it. Otherwise, your teammates will eat you alive.
He does, yeah, and he doesn't know if it's the last tree for sure. And I think it's difficult to like to
Yeah,
just
but
commit
you
to
have,
it.
You have owls, a lot of owls. Just scout.
Yeah, but you're never 100% sure, and just so difficult to commit to.
Don't
commit to it.
commit it. Just scout more.
Uh-huh.
So you see all the buildings.
Wow, and
After that,
he
you can understand.
he's revealed, so
Yeah.
that last peasant is
No,
going to
no
die.
chance. No chance for him to build. Altar.
This will become super close. I think human heroes are still nice, but like obviously it's only 2 human heroes left. Bad for base race. Like he needs Doom, I think, to finish anything here. And that tree is just walking. Like it's just walking around.
It's a nice game, nice opening of the season of TBR.
Selling another hippo here.
Yeah, got some gold,
Town
but
is under siege.
it was the last peasant, I think.
And that tree is walking so quickly. Like
Oh,
it's...
it has no more peasants. It was the last one.
I know, yeah, it was the last one.
Oh.
And blue is harassing now, so I think it's...
Yeah.
Like,
He's
yellow
done.
is just camping.
Yellow is done. He's done. He can build anything, but look at his items. He has TP, Orb of Fire, Period of Vitality, Claws, everything, and no peasants and town halls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
think
yeah,
it's
I think it's super tricky. Like orange cannot, like, is revealed and can't kill buildings really without Doomguard,
Forces are under
and
attack.
yellow has extremely weak heroes without any items, but he can scout well. And blue has like just one building, but by far the strongest heroes. Oh,
Yeah.
and he's scouting.
But it's not so important building. You need to find the big one.
And did he scout
Yellow,
it?
just scout better, please.
Did he
No,
scout the
no.
tree? I'm not
No,
quite sure actually.
Not really. Human, I don't know, but blue, not.
What is blue doing? Blue needs to go for buildings here.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, human is dead.
Oh yeah, human. It's looking really grim here for the human.
He has
So-
900 and can do shit.
So human is out of this if he loses. Yeah, it's 5 buildings still, but these buildings will die super quickly. And I'm not sure. Oh, that
Look,
owl.
look, look.
That owl.
Yeah. I think if he pays attention, he will see it. Yeah,
A
he now
town
see
is
it.
under siege.
Just pay attention. Look, you saw it, you saw it. No, he's going, but not that direction. Oh fuck, he
I
didn't
think
pay
he is.
attention.
You think so? I think he saw it.
Yeah. He would stay with the owl to make sure.
So I think. Oh yeah, blue has a TP. Blue has a TP. So this is
But-
the last building of orange.
He has a TP, but he has no, so he can stun. Oh fuck! Oh
Ooh. Ooh. And now he's going to TP. Last tree.
yeah, go yellow, go!
Needs to TP. Go TP. Two TPs.
Never mind.
Oh, bad TP. Really bad TP.
GG! Oh!
Wow. that TP came way too late.
Eventually, yellow did it. Yellow did it. Eventually.
Wow.
It's a crazy game. It's really.
That was a crazy game. So let's reveal
So
the
nice.
accounts.
Yeah. Let's
So
do it.
red was your player, right?
Yeah, it was Alien.
It was Alien. Was a tough game. Good heroes, but couldn't get the levels. We do have. Let me quickly check here. Orange was Yildoon. Where is he?
People said it was TGW.
Yes,
It
that's correct. And blue, I think most people already, I guess it was Gradient from what
Oh
I know.
fuck! I think actually for Gradient he played really heroes.
What do you mean?
I mean he played really well late
Yeah.
heroes, so I like his play. Yeah.
And ToX won. So first victory for Team Cumulo Brothers. Very close one. And I think, yeah, I really like that he took the initiative and scouted well. And then, like, I think this was the only chance he could have killed that tree. I think it was, like, his heroes were so squishy. I think the TCs would have crushed him. And the TP just came too late. I think Grady had this. So, very nice match. And
It's crazy. It's really nice.
nice ending. So congrats to Cumulo Brothers' first victory of this TBR. We will have how many matches per week? It's going to be 6, 7, 8 matches per week. So Monday, each Monday we're going to have a match for the next 4 weeks, and then from Wednesday to Friday, 1 match each day, and 2 matches per weekend day. And we try to cast as many matches as we can. So yeah, visit our Discord channel. We will always post the streamer, like the channel, in there. And yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks Neutron for casting with me. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure.
it was super nice. I like it.
And
So
good luck.
I think if you're okay, we can
Of course.
a couple of more times later.
Sure. Let's do it. And yeah, good luck to your team.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Thanks.